We're live.
We're live. All right. Hello. Welcome. I didn't see you there. No. Hello. Welcome to another exciting session of Mercenaries of Mischief.
Oh, damn it.
I, as always, am your benevolent dungeon master. But you got me all fucked up now. And I am joined today by my players. And in no sequential order, I have with me one Gilbetta fucking Knot.
Right there.
Also joining me today is one Kashano the Quick, Bard Extraordinaire, but not really. And then we also have our half-giant friend, Soft-Spoken Redan. And as always, joining us is the lovely Lilith, the Teething Bard, Lilith Singer. My laundry is ready.
Did you just say the teething bard?
Teething, look, there's a little bit of slurring going on.
People need to enunciate.
We just talked about this.
Fuck's already drunk.
When last we left our heroes, they were having a somber boat ride back to the keep after their adventures in Waterdeep. Enjoying some wine. And we join them now as they have just returned to the Cookies Crab Shack just outside of Avalon Keep. And as they arrive and they come in the door, they are welcomed with a little bit of fanfare. Some confetti goes out, and it's Cookie is there with Tommy and Spoonie and Calazar, and they have a cake for you. And then, like, congratulations on another successful mission.
Shauna says, yeah. Thanks. His room.
Just goes right to his room?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Calazar just kind of like, it's normal, right? Yes. It's right. Then walks away.
Gilbetta is actually, she's going to go find Riptide.
You gonna find Riptide? Riptide is right there on the floor, and he's gotten quite big now.
Gilbetta is going to try to, because Gilbetta, some shit went down on the way back.
Okay.
And Gilbetta's going to take Riptide away from everyone else.
Okay.
And she's going to try to cast Speak with Animals and talk to Riptide.
Okay.
So that she doesn't want any people, like, she doesn't want the party to know yet that Gilbetta's a little different.
Okay. You want to take Riptide aside? I anticipated this move was coming, and I almost felt like this was entirely just so you could speak with Riptide.
I mean, maybe like 25%.
The no small percentage of this had to do with you wanting to specifically talk to the dog.
But she doesn't want anybody else to know.
All right.
So
Well, we'll get to that in a moment. Yeah. Where are you taking Riptide off to?
Just, maybe just like outside, like splash around in the water or something.
All right. Everybody welcomes you guys in. Kashano just stomps off to his room, and Gilbetta picks up the dog and runs outside. And then just Redan and Lilith are left inside with everyone else. How do you guys take this welcome?
Where's Spoonie?
Spoonie is there with everyone else.
Wonderful. Just let me know when's a good time to talk to Spoonie.
Kashano comes back down the stairs. Where the fuck did these extra rooms come from?
The warlocks? Remember?
Oh, shit. The warlocks. Are they here?
No, they're on a mission.
Already? All right.
Yeah, they get a lot of work.
Have they completed any missions yet?
Yeah, a couple.
Okay, great. How much did the Academy earn from those?
I didn't have to talk to Wormspit for the balance sheets.
Right.
I will take care of that.
Oh yeah, he's the treasurer guy.
We've got someone for that now. Thank you. That's great. Where's Yibi?
Yibi is following you around. He's always at your side.
Great. Let's go for a walk. Let's have a look at the progress that's been made
All right.
while we're gone. I'm gonna do some practicing goblin with Yibi. Also going to have some talks with Yibi about subterfuge and riftcraft.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So you go take Yibi out for a special talk. All right, Redan, you're going to go talk to Wormspit.
I'm going to talk to Wormspitz, and he is also going to go from character to character, from Kashano to Gilbetta, then to Lilith, and make sure that they all divvy in their 250 from last mission.
Okay. He's going to go around and collect the funds.
Yep.
Well, it's space right now.
That's why you're last.
Yeah. All right. So we'll take care of that portion in a moment. First up, we will start with, we'll do Lilith and Spoonie here. All right. So yeah, you may engage with Spoonie at any time.
What's he doing right now?
He's just hanging out. He's having a drink. He's having some food. And he's just hanging out in the inn.
Poor
Okay.
guy doesn't know what's going to happen to him.
Lil will, approach to Spoonie and tap him on the shoulder, see if he looks up at her. And
Okay.
when he does, she just does that slow smile. Spoonie.
So Spoonie turns and does one of these. Stops with his drink for a moment. Now I know what you're gonna say.
Do you?
And he reaches into his coat and he pulls out some paperwork. And he hands it over to you.
Okay.
Before we get on to this wordful, take a look at these and let's talk.
Okay, I will take a look at these papers.
Okay. The papers are basically it's a collection of articles to introduce a motion to establish one Lilith Singer with the title of Lady of Avalon Keep.
That sounds nice.
And the things that title entails. And the motion is signed by Cookie, by Tommy, by Spoonie, and by Calazar.
Spoonie, did you make this yourself?
I got some people to help me with the paperwork, and I got everybody to sign it. Even Calazar signed it. He doesn't sign anything. I did sign it, but that's not my real name on there. Just from the back.
We need to go talk in another room. Just you and me, Spoonie. Come,
Gonna finish my drink first.
take it with you.
All right. So he takes a deep breath and he follows you along.
All right.
All right. So we'll complete that portion in a little bit, and we'll go
Okay.
on to Kashano. Kashano, what kind of things do you want to discuss with Yibi?
Yibi, it's become abundantly clear that there's a lack of subtlety in this crew. So I don't know who else you're going to learn these things from, but it's important that you gain a few skills in the terms of social engineering, if you will. Learning how to not bend the wills of people forcibly, but lead them to the proper conclusion. You understand?
Yes.
Good. Now I've heard Wormspit speak often about how his position of leadership is meant to be temporary. That in due time there will be some sort of leadership chosen through some sort of election, and frankly, I think that you're the best man for the job.
Why?
That?
Why Yibi?
Because Yibi is smart, Yibi is brave, and Yibi is loyal to his people. These are all important qualities in a leader.
Okay.
Very good. I think it's important that we begin preparing for this campaign now. We don't know when it's going to occur. So, to start off with, I want you to tell me a lie. But I want you to make it convincing. So, Yebi, where are you from?
I am from the forest.
Oh, really? Which forest?
That one over there.
Oh, fantastic. And did you live there long?
Yes.
How long?
Many years.
I see. And when did you arrive here at the Avalon Keep?
Yesterday.
Well, that's simply not true. I've seen you here a few days ago.
That wasn't me.
It wasn't. It looked an awful lot like you. Are there other goblins that dress like you?
Yes, my brother Gobswallow.
Oh, really? Well, I'd love to meet your brother Gobswallow. Will he be by soon?
No, he died
When did he die?
yesterday.
You know, Evie, all right. Scene. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad, but I think
It was incredible.
it was.
I did a great job.
And I guess if I see what you're doing here.
What am I doing here?
I don't know. What are you doing here?
I was just walking along and somebody started talking to me.
You know what, Evie? I think you're ready. I told you, you've got a natural mind for politics, my friend.
All right.
With your help, if we start spreading the message soon, when the time comes, you're shoo-in, which will, of course, help to keep the goblins in good standing with the keep. But I do think that it's best you continue living with the goblins and make sure you make an effort to meet as many as possible, make personal connections and learn about them. And then we can chat more once you've learned what's going on in the goblin village since we've been gone.
Okay.
Wonderful. Goblin spy.
All right. EB moves 2 points into rogue.
Nice.
I love it. Okay. I love it.
He didn't have a class yet, but now that you're actually teaching him in a specific direction, he's moving towards rogue.
Sweet.
Ooh,
love it.
potential.
That's awesome.
Uh,
Man.
now
Just to
then.
think that when we first met, he was going like this, just waving a sword in the air at Kashana.
Yeah. Now he's
How
he's
quickly
learned a
we-
lot. Like he's been traveling with you guys this entire time, so his common is coming along quite nicely.
Even though I forget
How's
about
my
I
goblin
forget about him.
Yeah. Right. What's that?
How's Kashano's goblin doing?
Roll me 2 intelligence checks,
Okay.
and I'll tell you how well your Duolingo courses for Goblin are going.
Damn.
Boom!
Pretty good. Pretty good. You're practically
good.
fluent.
Shit. Or should I say,
Yeah, there you go. That's precisely what it's canon now. All right, now
You better remember that because it's going to come up later.
I gotta try to spell this. Hold on.
now, Gilbetta, what are you going to say to Riptide?
I'm gonna cast Stupid Animals, and I'm gonna be like, hi.
Hello.
This is so exciting.
You can talk to me?
Sometimes.
I'm very happy you're back. You were gone forever. I thought you died.
No, we didn't die. We came pretty close.
Yeah, you're here now, and I'm very happy. And his tail's just wagging. He's just like,
I'm gonna pet him on the head, and I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, I can talk to you now.
I love pets.
I know. And I'm gonna say, okay, but seriously though.
Okay, I need belly rubs now. And he goes,
Okay, I want to rub his belly. But I'm gonna say, all right. So, what's with these? I've been hearing tell about these warlocks.
oh, they're very nice. They gave me all the bacon.
They gave you okay. So they're nice.
Very nice. They brought this boy over. He plays fetch with me.
What boy?
Oh, the little boy. He's got wings. He plays fetch with me.
They brought a little boy who has wings.
Yeah,
Is he still here?
he's around here somewhere.
Do you know his? Have you heard them call him anything?
He's thinking really hard.
Okay, all right. What about Cookies?
He's like, I probably didn't remember him. I mean, the stick
Alright.
comes out, and all I remember is the
Nope,
stick.
that's fine. It's
Okay.
perfectly okay. But what about Cookie? Have you seen Cookie doing anything at night?
Cookie goes out a lot at night. He makes noises in his sleep.
What kind of noises?
Herdy noises.
Like ow?
Yeah, like ow, like Cookie is whining.
In his sleep?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone in there when he's asleep and seen what?
Yeah, when Cookie makes the whining noises, I go and lay next to his bed. He's part of the pack too.
I thought I love you. Oh god. I was gonna say, what about Calzar and Tommy? What do they do?
Calazar is weird. Tommy's very nice though. He slips me treats under the bar.
Oh, Tommy. How
But I'm not supposed to tell. Don't
That's
tell anybody
I
that
won't
Tommy
tell.
gives me treats.
Yeah, if anybody does talk to you, you can't tell them that we talked, okay?
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
I'm a good boy.
Okay, yes, you are. And I'm gonna when I say yes, you are, I'm gonna pat him on that and I'm like, yes, you are.
Yes, I'm the good boy.
Yes, the goodest boy.
All right.
And I'm gonna say, now you need to you let me know if you see anything out of sorts, okay?
Sometimes there's black smoke at night.
What from where?
Comes up through the floors.
The floors of the inn?
All over the place.
I'll tell you what, Riptide, if ever we're here and you start seeing black smoke rolling through the floor, can you come get me?
Okay.
Okay. Good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Well shit, I learned a lot. I learned some shit. And then I guess I'm just gonna keep talking to him for pretty much the duration of the spell.
All right, you're just gonna keep chatting with Riptide. All right. All right, Redan, who do you want to go and try and collect from first?
Redan would try to collect from Kashano first. He seems like the easiest to do this.
Okay. You track down Kashano as he's wandering the grounds with Ebi.
Kashano, when you are done with Ebi, I would like to speak with you.
Oh, that's fine. Evie was just going off to speak
Nowhere.
with some brethren.
He winks at you. He goes nowhere and then winks at you and then walks away.
That was not convincing, Ebi.
He's working on it. What's up?
I would like to speak to you about collecting the funds that we have all agreed to pool in. Whenever we complete a mission, we had agreed that half of it would go towards a communal fund for the academy.
Oh, yeah. Yes, yeah. How much were we paid for this one?
This was 500 gold.
Okay.
Redan holds out a bag. It's already got 500 gold in it. 200 from him, or 250 from him, and 250 he took from Zaville's bag.
Nice.
Okay. Shauna reaches in, throws in a handful, reaches in, kind of weighs him out, weighs it by hand.
Okay.
Perfect 250.
Redan will sit down and count it all.
Oh,
All right. So it comes up to 250.
Redan is impressed.
All right.
And then if Kashano is still around, he would like to inquire about Og and Bog to Kashano. Say that he would like to seek them out.
Okay.
The giants? The hill giants?
Indeed, they apparently know the location of a powerful magical artifact. I've heard from Cookie and from Owen Stone that Ogden Bog are in the Desrin Valley.
Yes. I'd imagine they would know better than I would. I've only met them the once.
I would like to seek them out with the whole party in time.
Yeah, I think we could put that on the list. Let's actually. He's gonna look around for Yeeby or Wormspit or some goblin he knows.
They've all gone off now.
We'll have Wormspit send out a scouting party, see if we can track them down. The giants. They can't be that hard to find.
That is acceptable. I will speak to Wormspit.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, take care of it.
All right.
Right, yep, walks off.
Okay.
Tries to track down Gilbetta.
Before we get to you and Jabetta, we move on to Lilith and Spoonie. So Lilith, where are you taking Spoonie to?
To my quarters.
Okay. So when you open the door to your quarters, splayed out, laying sideways on the bed, completely nude, with a rose in his mouth, is Marcus Phoenix.
You gotta be kidding me.
And he's like,
Yep.
and then he sees Spoonie behind him. Spoonie! And he runs up for the hug, still completely nude. And Spoonie's like, whoa, Pally,
Oh my god! No!
cover up your
Oh,
bits,
no!
and then we'll talk about a hug.
Wow.
Out! Get out!
Oh, pardon me. I'll talk to you later. And he kind of grabs his clothes and puts them like up in the midsection.
I don't even
and,
give him time. If he's
moves
just
past
grabbing
and
it,
you're
I
like shoving him up.
I'm shoving him out. He's got like his clothes covering his areas.
Yeah.
No, I did not give him that luxury to
Okay, just shove him out the door.
shove him out the door. Shut. Click.
Jabot, Lilith likes to flirt, but she don't like to put out when it comes time to fucking tease.
Wow, better.
How
Just
she
that is
operates.
catty. Yeah, that's how she rolls. So Spoonie just takes a long drink.
Oh my god, how did he even get entrance to my room? We need a lock. We need to increase security here. ASAP.
Marcus, locks don't work on Marcus.
Excuse me?
Oh, yeah,
We had tried so many locks with Marcus. But he's the best at what he does.
Breaking
I wish
and
I could say
entering.
this was the first time that this has happened.
Oh my god, Spoonie, what have you put me through?
Look, he's good at what he does, and if he likes it, he'll do all kinds of things for free. Anyways, what did you want to talk about?
Before I even want to discuss this paperwork done by some jobless man, Spoonie, there is a problem.
What's the problem?
There is this organization that I found out in Waterdeep that is trying to get me.
That's
I
not
don't
good.
know if staying here is safe anymore. Security here does not seem to be very strong.
Security here is strong. Marcus is a special case. But you're probably safer here than you are in most places. Tommy won't let anybody get hurt on these grounds.
Okay, that's what I need to go with. Please, for my sake, list who exactly is in charge, what they do. Educate me, because being ignorant in this place is not helping me, and it made me left a fool, Spoonie.
I apologize for that. He takes a drink. He says, all right. All the original members of the Keep are senior members. We don't deal with the day-to-day operations, but we all reserve the authority to make recommendations for certain roles in the future. And we'll contribute whatever assets, skills, and abilities to the betterment of the Keep. That's our role.
Name, Spoonie. Who's in charge?
I kind of everybody.
What? Everybody? There's no hierarchy system or no.
We've always run on a
Order?
council system.
Oh,
So
How
Cookie,
can okay.
Calazar, and I, and heck, even Marcus when he's not whatever Marcus does. We keep track of things and we take care of the direction the keep is going. And currently we're all old hat at this. So we're looking for people to take over the management of this kind of thing.
Kashano said that you were basically titleless and that Cookie is some kind of maid here.
Kashano says a lot of things. That boy has a loose affiliation with the truth.
You guys are losing it.
It's coming apart.
I knew where this. I knew as soon as she said Kashano, I knew what.
Yeah, it's all coming down. It's got a
Spoonie.
loose affiliation with the truth.
Loose. Okay. Let's just break this down in very simple terms. Are you saying that he lied to me?
Probably.
Yes or no, Spoonie?
About this, yes.
Is that so?
Indeed.
I'm gonna thaumaturgy and yell out, Kashana!
From the grounds. Like through the windows and everything.
Does anyone else hear that?
So just Spoonie.
Kashano's unsure
calmly-
if that was like a psychic thing in his head or
Yeah. Spoonie calmly covers his ears, and then once you are done screaming Kashano's name, Spoonie says, "Now the paperwork's legit. Though. That's a title, Lady of Avalon Keep. I know that's what you've been wanting. It's a representative title, which means that when you're out in the world, you represent this organization."
And are the other party members also lords and ladies of this place as well?
They have different roles. We got to figure out where Radan fits on this yet, but they have different roles.
So then am I in charge of them or not with this new role?
You are all in charge of your respective roles. When it comes to how this organization is depicted to the rest of the world, you are in charge of that.
I'm in charge of how this school runs.
You're in charge of
whatever.
how its public image. That's right up your alley.
Public image. So the face.
Yeah, you're the face. And then the behind the scenes stuff, the talks and the handshaking, that's Kashano. At least I hope that's still Kashano. I worry about that boy.
Not when I get through with him.
Yeah, I'll let you two sort that out. And Gilbetta, she's in charge of the school portion of things once we finally get some students in this place.
Like the educator?
Yeah, like a principal.
Okay.
But there's
Anything else?
There's a fancy seat up in that keep as soon as you guys get it operational.
Who owns the land of this property?
We all do.
Is it in paper or are you just saying that verbally?
It's in paper, but it's all in the paperwork in the vault.
And what, there's just a huge list of signatures on this paper?
Yeah, all the original founding members.
I want to see this paper.
I don't know if I can make that happen.
I want to see this paper, Spoonie.
I'll see what I can do.
See that you do.
But we were talking, and we thought it'd be nice if you all got your own little piece of the place. So if you're on board and you want to take the title and you want to be part of this, you could have something you've always wanted. A title and a small piece of land. Your own little place. But you got to be patient, Lil. Have I steered you wrong yet?
I guess you haven't, Spoonie. And I thank you for that dearly.
I know you're upset and I know you're worried, but you know I wouldn't put you in danger, not knowingly. All right?
All right, Spoonie.
All right. I'm going to take a long drink and try to wipe Marcus from my mind again.
She's going to try to grab that bottle and be like, you and me both.
All right. So on that note, we go back to Gilbetta. This echoing scream for Kashano has gone out across the land.
Gilbetta just kind of, she looks at Riptide and she's like, that Lilith girl, what do you think of her? Riptide.
She seems nice. I bet she gives good head rubs, but she hasn't given them yet. She's holding those head rubs.
You have no idea what she's holding.
She maybe doesn't think I'm the goodest boy yet, but I'll show her. I'm the goodest boy.
We'll show her you are goodest boy.
I love the facial expressions of everybody. There's no hate or malice in this dog whatsoever. It is all just like everybody is great.
This was so worth it. It was worth the whole everything that I did. Like
it was every step of the way was all about this. All right.
Loving it.
So what else is happening?
I'm just, I'm talking to him about like when we rescued him.
Okay. What do you want to know about that?
I'm just gonna be like, how long had you asked him like how long he'd been with them, like how long he'd been held in captivity, and
oh, that was forever. That's because dogs, right? They
yeah.
It's like perceive time differently. I was there for a lifetime. It was the longest time. They were very mean. No one gave any head scratches or belly rubs at all.
Did they hurt you, or did they just not give belly rubs and scratches?
The leg thing was very tight and hurt. But,
yeah, I remember when we tried to get you out of that.
But they didn't hurt me besides that.
Okay, good.
But they kept all the head scratches.
Well, most of them are dead now. So.
Not even the big boys got the head scratches.
Big boys. Most of them are dead now, so.
Yeah, I had to bite them. I don't like to be mean, but they needed to be mean on.
Yeah, no. That's what would you think about coming on along with our adventures at some point?
Oh, what's that like?
We get into different stuff. We do sometimes we have to fight.
Are there things to eat?
Well, yeah, we would always feed you.
Oh. So it's like a very long walk.
A very, very long walk. Days.
Oh, I think I like that. I think I want to go on a very long walk. Can we go now?
Not now.
How long is the walk?
Not now.
And he does that dog thing where he like runs away from you and turns back and then runs back and then runs away from you and turns back.
Come here. Come
Can
back.
we start the walk now?
Not yet, no.
Okay, well, but you said it.
No, I know.
You said the words.
I did.
Okay.
We can, after we're done talking, we can go for a swim.
Okay, I'll go for a swim.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so Radan, you're coming up on Gilbetta playing with Riptide.
Gilbetta, your puppy is very cute. He has grown.
I know, he's so big and he's so great. And she kind of looks at Riptide and she's like,
Riptide runs up to Radan and he's just like, this guy gives so many belly rubs.
Radan picks the dog up and just starts shaking him and rubbing him.
Like, yes. The giant man gives so many belly rubs.
So I was gonna say, I think he likes when you do that.
Gilbetta, I have a couple things I would like to speak with you about.
What?
For the first part, we need to have the payment all towards the communal fund. We agreed that half of the money would go towards the academy.
Yeah, here, take 280.
Are you sure? It's only 250
Yeah,
required.
she's 280. She's a hip. Take it.
That is very generous of you.
What's the other thing?
We did not do anything with the tapestry when we were in Waterdeep.
No, I
have
know,
an
because
idea.
that one guy fucked off.
Indeed, but I have an idea. Perhaps we could use it to trade for an onyx figure with Owen Stone, and that way we would have a companion for your puppy.
I would be amenable to that. But we can't tell Lilith though, because she went fucking nuts when he mentioned that.
I agree. We would not tell Lilith.
This is gonna be so bad.
I vote we need to loop Kashano in.
Okay.
We can't tell Lilith because
I will speak to
We're
Kashano.
getting more animals.
I will speak to Kashano when I see him. Perhaps you could draft a letter for Owen Stone to see if this is admittable.
yeah, Kashano would be the perfect person to do that.
All right.
Okay, I will speak to Kashano next time.
I'm fine with it though.
And
Okay.
Rudan plays with the dog just a little more and then goes and walks off.
This is so bad. Go and
Jubetta's
swim it
like,
now. He goes and dives in the water.
Jubetta's trying to like not laugh, but just being able to hear the riptide.
There was no joy in Gilbetta's life before she could talk to this dog.
Nobody knows. It's not that far. Nobody knows.
All right, Kashano, what are you up to?
Kashano has continued to walk about the keep to see what has been repaired.
Okay.
Sort of changes have been made, and he probably stumbles across the. Did they take the cart with them? The warlocks?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
They've taken the cart with them.
So he doesn't get to be horrified by the troll head yet. Okay.
No.
But so yeah, it's good.
Really
He wants to
gotta
see
sit
what's the status of walls and guard towers and
All of the walls are operational and the guard towers are fully repaired. Each guard tower has a contingent of goblins up top with simple crossbows.
All right. He's going to yell up to one of the. Let's say he's by the rear guard towers.
Okay.
He's going to yell up to one of them in Goblin.
Okay.
Hey, let's see how good of a shot you are.
Oh,
He's going to point to the nearest tree.
Okay.
Say, hit it.
All right.
they can understand.
I want to see how good our defenses are here.
He can hit a tree.
You can hit a standing target.
How far away was the tree?
It wasn't super far away. It wasn't like a sniper shot, but you're not positive that the crossbow he's carrying could do a sniper shot. This is a mid to short range weapon, but it's all they have.
All right, not bad. Not bad. He's going to yell over to one of the other goblins in the other tower across the path. Hey, you! Hold up your shield. All right, hit that.
He just looks at him like the guy doesn't have a shield. That is I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's
holding up the shield.
no, he's just like I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
What?
Oh,
Um,
gotta get these boys some shit.
yeah, never mind. He's gonna go find Wormspit.
Okay, Wormspit is overseeing the camp.
Okay.
You see, he's doing a kind of TED talk to a bunch of goblins.
Oh,
Doing some public speaking.
Kashano's going to sit quietly and listen.
And that is why we are more than what we came from. Just because we have been these things in the past doesn't mean that we are beyond bettering ourselves. We are deserving of equal standing with other races. And certainly this is something we can achieve in our lifetime. And it's just like mouths agape and people.
Wow. I'm gonna stand and
Yeah.
clap.
Okay. He's like, Mr. Kashano. Good to see you. What can I do for you?
Just wanted to check on progress, see how things went while we were gone.
Well, things are coming along. The new contingent of warlocks is doing quite well. They've done a couple jobs, but we should really start getting a facility fund together. I was going to speak with you about that. Something where we have some kind of depository on location for funds that I can access for day-to-day operations while the teams are on missions.
I'm glad you brought this up. So I was going to ask what sort of revenue these warlocks have brought in.
They've brought in a bit, but I need to have the same discussion with them to get a portion of their funds. They've been assigned the same roles as you guys have within the party, where somebody is managing their loot for them currently, and I have contact with that person.
I see.
Oh, also, we have a brewer on campus now.
Oh God.
We have a brew. Do we have a brewery?
No, I was going to speak with you about that as well. Now that we're repairing some of the buildings, there is some room for improvements. I've sketched out a couple ideas of other buildings that we could look at adding to our facilities. Perhaps you have some input on this.
There's quite a popular interest in craft brewing these days. I think this could bring in quite a bit of tourism, a little bit of extra revenue for the keep.
Oh, absolutely. Depending on the quality of the ale, I surmise that we might be able to bring an additional 250 to 500 gold per month with revenue if we are able to establish a proper brewery.
It's fantastic. Well, for the record, as soon as I have the opportunity to speak with these warlocks, I will certainly inform them, or if you speak to them first, that the policy we've adopted amongst our little council is that 50% of all payments made for jobs done on behalf of the academy are paid into the general fund. So essentially, if somebody comes to the academy looking for a group of adventurers to solve their problem, half of that immediately into the fund. No questions. Other things found along the way, you deal with on a case-by-case basis, but mostly let them keep it. How does that
Excellent.
It'll work?
That sounds fairly good.
Tell me about this brewer. Where did they come from?
Oh, his name is William. He is a Cambion.
A Cambion?
He's a half demon boy. The warlocks discovered him at a ruined cart.
What do you mean, boy?
He's young. About 13 years old by human standards, although much older by half demon.
I'm sorry, when you said we have a brewer now, I thought that perhaps a competent professional had come to our keep. What you're telling me is that the warlocks adopted a child and fucked off out of town.
Well, that's not entirely true. The boy's older sister was captured. They're working on her rescue. His older sister is the main brewer. He is a sort of an apprentice.
So,
although I have tried a portion of his ale, it is quite nice.
We've got bait to attract a brewer.
Yes.
In the form of a child.
Yes. Although he's 13 years old, he's practically a man.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I was running criminal organizations by 13. All right. So, has anything strange happened with these warlocks? Because this is a concern. I feel like you're the only one that'll be honest with me. I'm not big on warlocks in general. I prefer people who are kind of in charge of their own existence to some extent. Warlocks and the patrons and the things, I was hoping for one of them max. 4 is a bit too many. What?
That's the tagline.
Have you noticed anything strange happening around the keep since they've arrived?
No, nothing in particular. No more stranger than it usually is around here.
I guess that's fair. Honestly, being out there in the world, back in Waterdeep, at least I understand how that place functions. On the other hand, this is one of the few places I've never had an attempt on in my life in my sleep. So, you know.
Yes, it is pretty safe here. Although I did want to talk to you about the guards. They are poorly equipped.
Yes, it seemed as such. What sort of things do we need? I apologize. We get drawn away from the ground so often. What would you say is the best focus for our reconstruction efforts at this time?
Well, if we had repaired the blacksmith, and if we have a blacksmith to hire, we could start producing our own equipment here for a small amount of funds per day. Barring that, I could send in for a large order of equipment from the city.
Well,
Put together the proper paperwork and funds.
if we can hold off for a bit and make do, Redan did mention that he had spoken with a blacksmith might be sending an apprentice along.
Well,
Someone.
we would need to repair the blacksmith shop in order to get it operational.
Yes, I suppose that should be a priority. I also suppose I should discuss this with the council. Speaking of governance, what's your timeline for your transition of power? You keep discussing it as being a temporary position, yet as your people become more established, it only seems that your influence is growing.
He sighs. Goblin society is slow to change, Kashano. I am doing my best. My people are instinctively attempting to raise me to a kind of leadership position, while I am attempting to build them up to equal standing to myself. There is some resistance to that. Our natural state is frequently subservience.
Well,
I'm close, but not quite there.
I don't want you to think that I don't trust you, Wormspit, but you do understand. I'll believe it when I see it.
Very well.
I'd like to think that this is possible, and I'm, since having Yibi at my side, I've certainly expanded my thinking of what goblins are capable of, but I too question whether or not such a peaceful transition of power is possible.
Well, there is a bugbear out in the plains that is showing incredible potential, and he's actually become a pen pal of mine. And should he pass all of my tests in the preliminary interview, I may bring him into the keep, and that may be a suitable candidate for the campaign.
All right, well, I'd look forward to meeting him. You understand, a bugbear in our midst is someone we'd kind of want to sign off on.
Oh, indeed. But don't prejudge him by his race.
I certainly won't. Please do tell us if he comes by.
Excellent. I'm going to assess the current standings of all my workers. Good day.
Oh, and before I forget, I don't know if Redan had a chance to speak with you, but he was hoping to track down Og and Bog. Have you heard any reports of the giants that we were able to befriend in the area?
Nothing preliminary, but if you want to find somebody, that fellow Marcus is purportedly one of the best at that kind of thing in the land. And he's around here somewhere, I'm sure.
Well,
he has a habit of showing up in the most unusual places.
I'm totally on board with sending him on any missions that take him away.
Yes, that's a consensus. He's a lot.
He's a bit abrasive, I'd say.
He's just a lot.
Agreed.
This is the most frustration you've ever seen Wormspit show.
One last thing, just to be, I'm sure I know the answer to this already. Nobody did anything foolish like offer these new warlocks who just showed up and are at the mercy of unknown patrons any sort of ownership stake in the keep, right?
Currently, their ownership stake is extra-dimensional spaces.
What? You mean like the Crab Shack?
No. The Crab Shack is solely the domain of Cookie.
What extra-dimensional spaces?
Well, they're primarily in the Wizard Tower. Areas between planes, pocket dimensions, those kinds of things.
So, the imaginary places.
Well, they're certainly real. They're just difficult to get to.
Sure. Okay. Whatever you say. I'm fine with giving them the imaginary space.
All right then.
Just to be clear, though, when they're outside in physical space, we are the authority. Yeah.
Yes, they're a sub-council.
All right. All right.
Sub-council specializing in arcane dealings.
Have they chosen a
I believe is
name?
the official title.
What do we call them?
Oh, I believe they were discussing that, but I hadn't got the official paperwork yet.
Okay. For the time being, we'll just call them Too Many Warlocks.
Excellent. Meanwhile, Rian,
Yes.
what are you up to?
Ridan will be seeking out Cookie before he visits Lilith. Getting his guns reloaded.
Okay. You seek out Cookie. There's still plenty of cake left.
Okay. Haha.
But no, look, you can have the cake if you want. Cookie is there.
Okay. So Ridan approaches Cookie and says, Cookie, may I have a moment of your time?
Of course, Ridan. What can I help you with today?
I have a few questions for you. I need something
Certainly.
to make Lilith more agreeable. Do you have anything that will help?
Oh, geez. I haven't had a lot of experience with making ladies agreeable. I should tell you about me ex-wife, Black Cherry Borden.
I would be
Boy, that lady, hell of a woman. Incredible. But don't get on her bad side.
I am not interested in this regard with Lilith. I would like something to make her more agreeable so that she may give funds to the party.
All right. I got a couple things for you. And he goes and roots around in his stuff. And he says, I got a fine bottle of wine. And after that greases the wheels, I got a flagon of mead. The special kind.
What is special about it?
It's me special mead. I brewed it during a brief bout of insanity when I was in the thrall of an aboleth in the Underdark.
I am interested in this. Thank you very much, Cookie.
No problem. Happy to help.
What do you know about Barthas? He used to be the blacksmith, from what I understand.
Barthas, you say?
Yes.
Why, I haven't seen Barthas in years. What's he's up to?
He has a shop in Waterdeep. He said his son will be coming out to us if we can fix the blacksmith shop.
Little Barty Jr.
I did not get his
Why,
name.
I haven't seen that boy since he was knee-high to a grasshopper.
He does good work now. I would like to repair the blacksmith as soon as possible.
Oh, excellent. You got to get together with Kashano and Gilbetta and get Wormspit on that.
Okay, there's one other question related to that.
Certainly.
Seeing as how I am in charge of the funds, I should have a seat on the council to say where those funds are spent. Who would I
Indeed,
stick
you
to
should.
about-
We've been talking about what would be your proper title around here.
Have you settled on anything?
We're still discussing it, but if you got any ideas... The hell was that?
Whoa.
That was
It was the
weird.
interdimensional warlocks.
Right?
Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay. So, he's just-
Why you don't let warlocks in?
yeah. So did you have any ideas on what you'd like your role to be around here?
I feel like it would be wise to be some sort of a treasurer if I'm in charge of the funds.
We'll come up with a proper name for it.
I would also like to speak to the goblins about where we can place a communal fund that only the people in charge have access to, no one else.
Oh, wait, I got it. Redan the Vault Keeper.
This pleases me.
All right. I'll get Wormspit to do up the paperwork, and I'll talk to the goblins about a special facility.
That would be wise. Thank you very much, Cookie. Do I
No
owe you
problem.
anything for the wine or the mead?
Oh, no, I got plenty of supply. I kind of collect the stuff over the years.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, and Redan walks off to find Lilith.
All right.
Oh boy.
What is Lilith doing after she has her talk with Spoonie?
She's probably double checking her suitcases, making sure nothing is stolen, everything's in place.
Everything.
As
is-
she's drinking with one hand.
Yeah. She's going for it.
Passes
Everything's-
off to Spoonie and does this again. Grabs the
Everything's-
bottle again from Spoonie.
Everything's pretty good. It all seems to kind of in the same place. Spoonie says, "Yeah, I just need your signature on the paperwork to make it official." Before he leaves,
No tricks, correct?
no tricks.
My own land and a title. It's a step. It's a step. It's a step. And she will sign.
All right. He takes paperwork and he says, "Thank you very much, Lady Lilith Singer of Avalon Keep."
I would like to have some kind of meeting to make sure we all understand where we stand.
Certainly. I'll try to wrangle everybody else. There's a couple things Cookie and the guys want to talk to you guys about it too.
Very well.
All right. And he leaves, and as he's leaving, Redan is at your door. Oh, and Redan, on your way up, you go past a half-naked, slowly getting dressed in the hallway Marcus Phoenix. And he's like, "Redan!"
Redan just says hello and walks past.
He
making,
like puts his
shifty
hand
eyes.
up for a high five.
Oh, Redan definitely goes for it. Like puts it too high for him to reach.
He jumps. He kind of trips a little bit. He's like, "Ha ha! Well played, buddy."
Hold on.
Yep.
There's a message on here. Someone is saying there's a logo that keeps popping up on my face.
What?
The logo.
I don't-
Oh, there might be a plugin. What does it look like? Does it look like chest?
I'll ask.
Oh, if you move on to the
Those
thing,
are for channel
it's like
points.
what's a Kashano point? What are you talking about?
No, those are
That
treasure.
was talked about. Oh, he said there was. It's not there anymore.
Of course, as soon as we look at it, it disappears.
There's a that's
Thank you, Sihar.
Yes,
We'll
thank you,
try to avoid
Sihar.
that.
that's the channel currency thing. If you click on it, you get the things for watching. We haven't done anything with it yet, but collect them because you'll be able to do stuff with them eventually.
Yeah, there's all
Oh.
kinds of things happening. We got so much stuff in the work. Okay, Now then.
Collecting.
Fun stuff
So-
for you.
so Spoony leaves, and Redan has come to your door.
Out of
Oh,
interest, how much
thank you.
has Lilith had to drink thus far?
How much was left in the bottle, Spoony?
It's about half full. Spoony gets
With
started
our-
early.
I think with our tolerance, it's nothing. So
Yeah, it's just practically water at this point.
All right.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So Redan walks up and says, "Lilith, may I have a moment of your time?"
I mean, why not? Everyone just seems to be popping into my room today.
I'm
Come on
confused.
in.
Who else was here?
This Marcus Phoenix fellow, actually, Redan, you need to listen to this. That Marcus fellow, he seems to be able to pick locks. You can't exactly have your privacy with him. I don't feel comfortable with that. So, with you being as perceptive as you are, keep an eye on him.
I keep an eye on all of you.
Okay.
That's in line with Redan's social skills.
That,
If you
that
didn't
is not
notice,
creepy at all, Redan.
It's always watching from above.
it was not meant to be creepy, but if you didn't notice, Kashano is shifty. You are shifty. Gilbetta is the only one who seems to be on the level that she says.
Lilith smiles like, well, as long as you're not keeping an eye on me when I'm taking my baths, then it should be fine.
That would be unacceptable. I have a gift for you, Lilith.
Oh, Redan.
Redan just holds out a bottle of wine and says, "This is for you. I am sorry for how I behaved earlier." And then he just
Oh,
walks off.
one more time?
He's already gone. He put the bottle out and just like walked away.
Did he get the
Nice.
gold for her?
Nope, he's
How?
going back later.
He's got a long term. He's got a long game plan.
Nice.
Oh. Okay, up the court and down it goes.
All right, it's really good stuff.
And she'll try to also make the bed smell a little different from Marcus's
Yeah.
poo-poo-y scent, because that's not weird either. It's just,
Yeah. Just picture it like constantly like Old Spice. That's just
I was picturing X.
yeah.
Yeah, something.
Some
Yeah.
some mixture between
Yep.
like Axe body spray and Old Spice running
Yep.
around all the
Yeah.
time.
she's gonna make it smell like vanilla.
Yeah, perfect. Cocoa butter. All right, so as that all goes down, eventually Tommy goes to each one of you and says that they'd like to have a meeting at the Crap Shack.
Good. We'll go right in and take a seat at the regular table, the seat that faces the door, trying to arrive before everyone else.
Okay.
Gilberta pretty much as soon as Tommy comes to her, she's like, all right, and like dismisses the spell. Because I could ritual cast it, so she was just ritual cast and just has been talking to
It's been 50 minutes. Hold on.
for yeah.
Okay.
Redan will be seeking out Wormspit before he can go for this meeting.
Okay. You track down Wormspit.
Okay. Wormspit, may I speak with you?
Certainly. What is it that you require?
I am now the vault keeper for the Academy. I'm in charge of the funds. I would like to know how the Warlocks have been accruing funds and if there's a communal fund that they've been paying into.
They are accruing funds. I want to discuss the opportunity for a communal fund for everyone. We wanted to lay out the details in this meeting, perhaps, but we need a proper facility to store everything. Currently, our most valuable items are in Cookie's private vault.
I had the same idea. I've spoken to Cookie already. He recommended the same. That is good. We will continue this conversation at the meeting then.
Excellent.
In the future, though, should the Warlocks be sent on any missions, I would also like to be updated on their comings and goings.
Very well. I will arrange for some sort of Raven message system.
That would be appreciated. Thank you.
Very
Lastly, I would like to find Ogden Bog. Do you happen to know how that would be done?
Ooh. That is a tough one. Although if you need to find someone, I'd ask Marcus.
I will speak to Marcus.
Very well.
Thank you, Armsmith. Is there anything you can think of that you require specifically right now? I have acquired some funds.
And nothing currently, although I will be proposing some building projects at the meeting.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Redan wanders off.
Very well. So they get everybody together, and Lilith, you head down for the meeting once you're done with your wine.
Awesome. Okay.
Are we at like Constitution check state yet?
Not yet. Not unless she dips into that mead.
Not with the
No,
wine.
Redan did not leave the mead. That's right.
Okay. Okay.
No, it's just the wine. She's probably just feeling super giddy and just
Okay. It was really good stuff. Like, it was
relaxed,
super
yeah.
tasty. It was really good stuff. All right.
Been a day of fine wines.
So you guys are going down for the meeting. Everybody's arriving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you arrive and everyone is there, prepared to meet with you guys. And even Marcus is fully dressed now, although clearly distracted. And when you guys come down, he can't. Everyone else is quiet, but Marcus can't contain himself. He's like, "Welcome, Team Mercenaries of Mischief. It is a pleasure to see all of you again."
Ah, Marcus, you've come a long way from being found asleep on our boat.
Indeed, I have. Now that I've heard the keep is operational, I'm back to my old digs, and I'll be seeing you later.
How the fuck did you get here before us?
Oh, don't worry about that. I have my ways.
Lilith, joining us at the table, are you?
she's glaring at Kashano.
Lilith, why do you have that same look on your face?
Does this mean you've decided to stay?
Saying Kashano. Did you lie to me earlier on that boat on our way to Waterdeep?
Oh, on the boat.
Yes.
I may have bent the truth a bit.
Yes or no, Kashano?
That's not quite accurate. Here's the thing, Lilith. If you want to know about the inner workings of this machine, you're going to need to commit to being a part of it. So no, I don't have the absolute authority to decide who does and does not come aboard. It's more of a pirate-style leadership. Everyone involved has a say. If you want to say, you need to be involved. So is this where we've arrived?
Kashana, you are just a natural-born liar, aren't you? I need to
You
be
are just
aware of
natural born at avoiding the question that he's
What
asking.
did I just lie about?
that. As the lady of Avalon.
Oh my! Avalon, everyone.
Yes, that brings me to our first order of business. Wormspit interrupts this. I'm going to stop you all right there because I know this will go on for the rest of the night. We are having this meeting to firmly establish the leadership structure here and move forward with development of the keep. Now, the original founding members of the keep will hereby be known as senior management. They have no real day-to-day say in the operations. They have all decided to leave that to you lot. But you may avail yourselves of their talents. That being said, Spoonie, Calazar, and Marcus are available for missions. So if there's anything you guys need done on the side, you may send them out on those.
Marcus.
The 2 new members we've brought in, we've established paperwork. In a moment, Kashana. We've established paperwork to assign them new roles. Redan will hereby be known as the Vault Keeper. And Lilith Singer will take on the role of the face of the organization and Lady of the Keep.
So personality have to go with face.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
That's
Redan's
savage.
jaw drops.
Jovetta says, Lilith.
While trying to keep things civil, we believe her experience as a well-known public figure and entertainer will lend her expertise to this role.
Well,
Are there any objections?
I mean, as long as she's committed to this project, I'm happy to bring her in on everything, but we need this commitment. Lilith, do we have paperwork for her?
Yes, we do.
I've already signed on, Kojano.
So you accept equal liabilities. You accept that we may be attacked here at this keep. And in doing so, you're not going to flee. You're going to stand and defend with the rest of us. Are you committed to these things?
You need to make sure that we keep security here tight before it gets that bad, Kashano.
Right, but
So that sounds like a no.
goal. But in the event that an attack were to happen,
Let's make
Look.
sure it doesn't, shall we?
that doesn't work like that.
Lilith, you need to understand. Myself and others here have made the decision to make this our life's work. If you're going to meddle in our life's work, it needs to be yours as well.
What I want is this land to prosper now that I'm part ownership of it. So, yes, I don't want it to fall.
Fine, call yourself whatever you like. Speak well of the academy. I think we can work well together.
Maybe, you little worm.
Redan speaks up for a moment and just says, additionally, we made an agreement with Osmond's Oddities in Waterdeep. We now have to advertise for them whenever Lilith performs. You made this arrangement. You made this arrangement when we were purchasing magical items in Waterdeep. It
Oh,
needs-
shit, yeah, you're right.
We must remember this.
What do we? Was I there for this?
Of course, we're done.
No, Gilberto was not there. I believe it was just Kashano.
Okay. All right.
You were at the temple when this was happening.
And
Okay.
I vaguely believe this was a drunken arrangement as well.
Yeah, it might have been.
I mean,
yeah, it was just before we got blackout drunk, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
most
She
of
did
them
correct.
are. I believe there was also an agreement that he would be sending along interesting items, though.
Well, he was going to come by the keep every now and then with his traveling cart.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
And
Just make sure that when he's here, you act like you've been doing it the whole time.
I imagine most of the things with Kashano and Lilith happen when they're about half snapped. Like,
That's fair.
All right, and Wormspit continues. He says, "Now there are only 3 facilities that we are capable of repairing left on the grounds: the cart house, the blacksmith shop, and the workshop. I am told we have access to a blacksmith, so we may want to prioritize the blacksmith shop. It will cost, in total, between supplies and materials, 2,500 gold complete."
Holy shit!
Oh.
What do we got, Redan?
Redan, what's in the stock so far?
At the moment, I have yet to collect from Lilith. If you could please deposit 250 gold.
Oh, public pressure.
Oh no, I mean,
You said you
No.
were committed.
yeah. So it's just like, yeah.
Thank you. And at the moment, we have 1,030 gold.
So not half.
Correct. Wormspit, do you have prices on the other locations, such as the cart house, the workshop, the mage tower?
The cart house will cost approximately 1,500 to repair, and the workshop will cost 6,000. It's a lot of specialized equipment.
Sounds like we need to go do some shit.
Oh, yes, and the stables. The stables will only cost 500 gold to complete.
How much did you say we have? 1,500? We
No,
We have 1,030 gold.
have 1,000, and the price for it is how much?
2,500.
2,500. Yeah.
I think we need to prioritize the blacksmith shop.
Yeah, I think we need to-
Kashan's is here, and he tosses up a big ass sack of 1,000 gold.
Well,
Add that to it. We
And,
need to get this taken care of as soon as possible.
Jabetta says here, and she tosses up 500.
All right.
That brings us to 3,030 gold.
Fantastic. Get started on the blacksmith shop as soon as possible. I want it operational if Body Junior happens to arrive. Next, a workshop. Hopefully it will be in the works. I've opened communications with the Carpenters Guild in Waterdeep.
Oh, that's the workshop isn't for carpentry. It's specialized equipment.
All right. In either
R&D.
case, you spoke of needing to better train the goblins in carpentry. So hopefully
Yes.
we'll have someone along for that. But in the
Oh,
meantime,
actually, one of the warlocks had professed that they are skilled in carpentry.
Mm.
is it the one made out of wood?
Yeah, is it the tree one?
It's the tree one.
Oh
So
my!
predictable.
I knew. Should have.
Ugh.
He
All right,
made a
well,
figurine. It's quite nice.
What was his name again? What was his name?
Richard.
Richard.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay.
Richard,
Yes.
the tree man,
I remembered he tried to root himself into the ground. When we were-
right? And then there was Guy
Right.
and
French guy.
the sleepy one.
Yep.
And wait, hold on. You said there were 4?
Yes, a fourth one arrived.
Where did
Who's
these other
that?
ones come from?
A halfling woman. She came in regards to the pamphlets Cookie had
A
given out in
halfling
Waterdeep.
woman warlock.
Oh, they're working.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. The pamphlets
like-
are working.
Still sounds like too many warlocks to me.
It's far too many warlocks.
This is just
Too many warlocks.
this is becoming a large portion of the show.
oh my goodness.
Shut up. All right then, fantastic. So, moving on.
What of this boy? What of this boy that I hear a tale of?
All right,
Yeah,
so a boy of about 13 years old with some horns and some wings and a tail kind of comes out from the back of the crowd. He's like, "Hello, I'm William.
What is that?
I'm sorry, my appearance. I'm a Cambion. I'm part demon.
All right.
But I'm really nice.
Are you
And
a good demon?
Yes.
He seems fine. You're better. What is with you?
You know I don't trust strangers.
My sister and I were attacked, and our cart was damaged. The warlocks that you guys are talking about, they found me and they killed a monster and they're gonna go save my sister.
Who attacked you? What kind of creature attacked you?
Weird looking creatures. They looked like trolls, but they had wings and extra arms.
What the fuck?
Well, let's let the warlocks deal with that. Ugh.
They sound like they've got it.
I'm sure they've got it under control. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure your sister's going to be fine.
Oh yeah, I believe in them. They're very nice.
Yeah.
Could you grab me some of this ale you've made?
Oh, of course. There's a bit of it. Cookie and Guy drank a lot.
Of course, I'm not even. Kashana and Lilith probably will as well.
But he manages to produce a glass and he gets you guys each a mug of his this specialized ale. And he's like, I made this one special myself. It's got a very fruity taste to it. He passes it out to everyone. Who all is going to take a drink?
I'm taking a drink.
I'll take a drink.
Lilith take a drink.
Lilith,
Right.
take a drink.
Redan does not.
Redan does not take a drink.
Always the sober one.
Yeah. All right.
Someone has to be, really.
Yeah, it's very tasty. It's very flavorful. It has some sweet hints to it. It's very, very tasty.
Oh, Redan, I think you should try this. It's more like a fruit juice.
Yeah.
It's
I
quite
will pass.
interesting. What do you call this one?
More for me.
I call this one my springtime sip.
Springtime sip. That's delightful. I think you really got something here.
I was talking to Cookie, and he said he might be able to give us a brewery here.
Potentially.
Thank God.
What's
Please.
the brewery cost?
Well, my initial projections put the cost of putting a brewery in at about 1,500 gold pieces. We don't need a large facility for it. It's mostly equipment.
We'll get it. We first need to. I'm sorry, young. What's your William?
William.
Yeah. We got to focus on continuing blacksmith so that we can, our goblins and guards can defend the place, But
Once we have a blacksmith, do you think we might save some of that cost by having him fabricate some of the equipment we need?
Well, it depends on the blacksmith, but it's certainly worth a try.
All right, let's table the brewery for now. Get that blacksmith shop up. I want shields for these goblins.
Yeah. Keep making cakes though.
Absolutely.
Yes, hone your craft here. Keep your mind off your troubles.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
All right, all of that aside, we need to discuss our current political situation in the world.
All right.
Cookie. It has come to our attention that the Rogue's Black Hand, as we sort of discussed, is no longer in charge of Waterdeep. Oh, Billy, was it?
William.
William, you can run along now. I don't want to trouble him with any of this.
Okay.
Joanne's going to say, also, just in case anyone was wondering, there is an actual Tarrasque under Waterdeep.
Yes, the Tarrasque is very real.
We saw it. I saw it.
Cookie chortles a little bit. I could have told you that.
Yeah.
Lilith takes a bigger swig.
Dark vision. Thank goodness for dark vision, because woo!
Right. So it seems that perhaps the Black Network took over, but someone else pulling strings above them. I'm a bit concerned because the Lords don't seem to be able to contain whatever's going on right now, and there might be some of them after me.
They sent a snake after Lilith.
Show them the snake, Kashana.
They sent the snake after me. Oh, yeah, by the way, Lilith, no, they sent the snake after me. It wasn't about you.
Oh, what?
Lilith slams the table.
Dives across and chokes him.
No. She will push off the chair.
Yep.
Are you across from her, or are you on the same side as her?
I don't know. I was sitting opposite the doors where I was sitting.
Well, she will walk over to you.
All right.
She will stare at you. Are you staring at her too, or are you looking anywhere else?
No, I'm staring at her.
Uh-oh. Redan stands up.
Whack! Right across the face.
Open hand slap.
And instead of being mad, she now looks hurt.
Aw.
How dare you? She's gonna go walk to her room now. If you mind, if you gentlemen just excuse me, please.
When you learn to be part of the collective,
Gilberta's gonna say, we're in a meeting. We're having an actual meeting right now.
Walks off.
After, yeah.
Okay.
Walks off.
Anyways, he turns back to the group. Anyways, aside from we still don't know the motivation for the assassination attempt on Lilith when we initially rescued them out of Neverwinter.
Right.
But I found it strange that they didn't seem to pay any mind to me. It was almost like they were unconnected from us until we performed that rescue. Now, I don't know if the people after me were Black Network all along, or if it's someone above them. What I do know, Cookie, Calazar, Spoonie, Kushano the Wild is in Waterdeep.
He's gone. He's lost it.
And he is not himself.
He's lost it.
Which reminds me, he's going to distribute those rings to Lilith and to Redan, and to Jabetta and Redan, and he's going to give Lilith to Redan. She seems to mind you the least. Get this to her. I think it's important we all keep these on at all times so that we do not befall the same fate as Kushana the Wild.
What is it?
Yeah, which one is this again?
This is the ring that prevents from magical mind control. Protects you from mind control. That we got from Owen Stone.
I will give this to Lilith.
You have one as
these
well.
anytime we leave the keep. Frankly, I'm keeping mine on inside the keep because there's warlocks around now. So, and speaking of which, the second shit gets weird, Cookie. Don't know if I'm comfortable with them sleeping under the same roof as us, but for now, we'll see how things go.
Yeah. Speaking now that Lilith is gone, Redan and I would like to bring something up.
Oh,
This
good.
does seem like an opportune moment.
Yeah.
He says perhaps we can do this in the morning.
What?
It's getting quite late.
Who is this talking?
This is Wormspit.
Okay.
All right.
I
I guess.
see through the night, ask around, get some intel from your scouts whether they know anything about the movement of the Black Network. The Rogue's Black Hand is still around. I know it's not quite...
Marcus kind of goes,
Oh, shit, yes, Marcus.
hello.
Two jobs for
I mean-
you, buddy.
You've been
Phew.
uncharacteristically quiet, so
If you need somebody to find some stuff out,
Yes.
I'm the guy.
More immediately. Redan
immediately.
was hoping to find Og and Bog, a couple of hill giants we've come across in the past. Redan, you know more about this.
They apparently have they know of a powerful magical item I would like to acquire. We would like to seek them out. But additionally, I have this, and he pulls out one of those emblems with the two clasping wrists that we found that showed the old Adventurers Guild or something like that. Says, what do you know of them?
Nothing yet, but I bet you I could figure it out.
Please return
There's
that
the
medallion
guy.
when you can.
You get out there. Get out there right away. Get out and start learning things for us. Like right now. Like feel free to go right now.
I'm on it.
All right.
He jumps out a window.
Oh my god.
Before we break for the evening, I would like
No!
Before we break for the evening, I would like to say one thing. I am new here, but if we are all going to be going forward together, then we must learn to trust each other. That means extending trust before asking for it. What you did with Lilith was not polite. You should apologize to her.
It's good. Have you met Kushana? Redan? What is that?
Redan,
That's so sweet.
That was really sweet.
He's an actual cop man.
I reflect
Gohan.
the way I am treated upon the people. that I meet.
That is
If
fair.
someone comes in aggressive, claiming power and authority over others, I don't take kindly to it.
Why not?
What the hell do you mean? Why not?
In
What are
this
your
world,
reasons?
too often power is taken when it should only be given.
I do
You know what I
agree.
mean?
I agree. But what makes you the right person to give it?
I only
Ooh.
give power over myself. If someone wants to claim power over me, they're not going to be met with the kindest of words.
I
And
feel
that was how our conversation occurred on that boat.
I feel like I can see eye to eye with you on that. And Lilith does, in part, owe an apology to you as well. But one of you needs to make that first step.
I will let her burn it out and speak with her in the morning.
Thank you for listening to me.
Of course.
Radan the mediator. I love it.
Mm.
Oh, I was going to NPC that moment, but Radan
With-
beat me to it. So
with
I
stone
guess I don't
face.
have to.
That was good.
We got a new giant teddy bear.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even going to be Cookie, but a talk is still going to occur. All right, so the meeting adjourns for now, and everybody disperses. And Spoonie comes up to you, Kashano, and kind of whacks you on the back of the head with a rolled up newspaper.
Fuck!
Oh, you really shit the bed here, kid.
In what way?
Boy, you got the makings of a great bard, but you are a shitty negotiator.
Excuse me. Excuse
Accurate.
me.
Accurate.
I believe that I negotiated a little camp of goblinoids and giants into destroying themselves. I believe
Yeah, you
That
did that all by
Neverwinter-
you did that all by yourself. There was no help involved.
Nobody was there.
that in Neverwinter, I negotiated a situation for the release of Calazar. I believe that I made quite a few successful negotiations in this time. Now, what I am not good at is taking shit from people who think that they can lord whatever sort of perceived power they have over others. I don't take kindly to it. I will not take kindly to it. I insist that this place run in a more democratic fashion.
You done patting yourself on the back?
Not quite. You fucked off to Neverwinter, whatever period of time, and now you want to come back and step into a senior leadership. I think I need a little more commitment from you, my friend, because oh shit.
What happened?
I said friend.
Uh-oh.
He did.
Yep. Guess me.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, you're fully in control.
point taken. Have a good night, Spoonie.
No, we're not done here. You're gonna sit and talk with me just for a little bit if you want to sort out your bard powers, all right? Now, Kashano, we're not in Waterdeep anymore. You don't gotta play three-dimensional chess, okay? There's not a person on these grounds who's trying to kill you or subvert you or take what you have. This is a group of people working towards a common goal. And that means you got to give and take a little bit. And you've never been in that life before. I get it. I grew up in the same world. But kid, you got to soften your approach. Because you keep doing this, you're just going to end up all by yourself again. Is that what you want?
I was by myself at significantly less frequent attempts on my life. I'd say that for one.
Yeah. But if somebody did make an attempt on your life, you had a significantly less group of people to watch your back. You got a whole family of people here to look out for you. But you got to take a look around and realize there's more than what you got here that can be found on a balance sheet. And there's some give and take to it. And that is how you're going to harmonize your life. You can't see shadows and daggers everywhere you go. It's just not the way the world is all the time. I know that's what you're used to. It's what I was used to too. Been around a long time, Kishano. And heck, you're me 50 years ago. Give it some thought.
Spoonie, one of the two people I've ever fully trusted in this world just tried to kill me.
Yeah. Did they see like themselves?
So, if he couldn't control himself, how can I be sure anyone else can? How can you be sure of anything?
Let me ask you this. Do you have a lot of friends and families around him? Or did he try to make a go of it alone?
And depends on the moment. From what I saw.
Yeah, it sounds like he didn't really have a lot of committed people looking out for him. And maybe he made a bad call when he didn't take you with him, and he wouldn't be where he is now.
Yeah, maybe.
Just something to consider. We're not your enemies. You don't have to fight all the time. Think about it.
All right. All right.
And for God's sakes, have a talk with Lilith. I know she's a little rough around the edges, but she's a valuable asset. And she wants the same thing you guys do. Y'all got different goals, but this place is the key to all of them. All right? Just soften the approach. I'll teach you a new song in the morning.
All right. Make me one promise, though. Don't go promising out positions and such before you speak to the rest of us.
It was a council decision. Senior leadership, we got together. But
Oh, no, I'm talking about before. For some reason, she came in thinking that she was now running the show. So
yeah, that was a little bit of fun, and Lilith has a tendency to exaggerate the situation. You two have that in common.
All right, so you know,
you two have that in common. You have a tendency to inflate the importance of certain things.
I'm just saying there might be a touch of hypocrisy going on here, Spoonie. All right, so maybe check. Heed your own advice.
All right.
All right. Fair enough.
I won't bat you around with my fun no more.
Thank you. Thank you for your honesty with me, Spoonie.
No problem. I get some sleep, kid. All right. What does everybody else do before bed?
Jobetta needs to talk to Cookie.
Okay.
So she's gonna try to find Cookie, or figure out where he went.
All right. Well, Cookie is working away in the kitchen, getting things ready for breakfast in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect because he's alone, so I'm gonna follow him in there.
Okay.
Say, Cookie.
Oh, Gilberta, what do I owe this visit?
Well, I gotta talk to you about a few things that I've learned.
Oh, what's that?
Well, so I'm not really telling the others this yet. I'm gonna wait and surprise them at a fun moment.
Just is this a fun thing you're telling me? I kind of hope it is at this point.
Yeah. She will just to get her point across. She's a cantrip. She's gonna cast Druidcraft.
Okay.
She's gonna give Cookie the sensory effect of leaves falling around him.
Oh, neat. So you got a little bit of druid training on the way back, I see.
I did. So the first thing I did, obviously, was to speak with Riptide.
Hmm.
And I learned.
What does that little pup have to say?
Well, lots about walking. He loves walks and belly rubs and head pats. But
Well, he is a puppy.
yes. But he also had a few things. He said that the warlocks were nice. They gave him lots of bacon, apparently. But he also said that sometimes there's black smoke coming from up underneath.
Cookie drops a pot that he's working with.
Oh, shit. Jovan is like,
And then he goes, black smoke, you say? That's
yes. He said
what a weird dog we've got.
Uh-huh. He says it's not all the time.
Oh goodness.
What was that?
Somebody subscribed.
Oh, hey,
Hello, Scholar Sky.
thanks, Scholar Sky. Accepted to the
Thanks.
Academy. Excellent.
Welcome.
As Cookie
Welcome.
dropped a pot.
Yeah, just as Cookie drops a pot.
But
Alright.
but he says it's not all the time, but that it does sometimes happen. Which concerns me because when I was in Waterdeep, I went to the Temple of Selune, as you can imagine, I'm sure.
Mhm.
And I went. So, have you heard the legend of the replica of the Rod of Four Moons at the temple?
Yes, I recall.
Well, I went there because I've heard that it's imbued with Selune's essence, or that people have often heard her voice, and she speaks to them in the presence of it.
Hmm.
And I experienced the voice of my goddess in my own head, Cookie.
Oh, that must have been quite an experience for you.
I'm shook. I'm very shook. But
Talking to gods is a little bit of a odd experience the first time out.
and what she said to me was even more frightening.
What was that?
She said, "Beware of the smile in the darkness."
And Cookie kind of pauses for a moment, and his demeanor noticeably changes. Well, Miss Gilbetta, that's good advice.
Yeah, she said that darkness moves against us.
Isn't that always the case in this life, though?
All right, you're being annoyingly vague. But I just, between that and then the black smoke coming from the ground, I don't know. I felt like I needed to come talk to you. And
You did the right thing by telling me. I'll get Calazar on this right away.
yes, absolutely. And also, I might have learned something about the Bone River family.
Oh, what's that?
Apparently, the mother Bone River
Mhm.
that was the mother of the child from Figrim, worked in the Dwarven Vaults to the north. But that's really all anyone knows. No one knows anything else.
Oh, I'll put some feelers out in the vaults and see what I can find.
For sure. But yeah, so I between that and everything, I felt I needed to come talk to you, but I do keep my druid, training on the low. I want to really shock them right at a good moment
Okay,
with a good spell.
it's all about the reveal.
It is. Maybe I'll do Thunder Wave just in the middle of nowhere. I don't know.
Well, don't do it inside. I just got the place how I like
No,
it.
I'm set in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, okay, in the middle of nowhere. That's good.
Goodness, Cookie. What do you think I'm doing here? But yeah, Nesta, she taught me some tricks.
Oh, that's good. I hope we see her again soon.
Yeah, me too. But anyway, so darkness moves against us. So I guess have a good night.
Just fucking. Anyway, darkness moves again. It says we're all gonna die. Keep on that. Bye. And you leave. When you leave, Cookie begins to slouch and supports himself on a table and takes a deep breath. He says, by the sea, he's almost free. And then he runs out to go get Calazar.
Oh, oh my god.
So much
I
mystery.
might have just stopped
So
a major
much.
plot point out of it.
Or did you?
I don't know.
What happens next?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Keep
Alright.
digging, Gilbetta.
Who else is doing stuff before bed?
Oh my god.
You'll be like
Redan,
the Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Redan would like to try to find Calazar.
Okay. All right. You find Calazar at his usual location, walking around the Mage Tower.
Cal, may I speak to you for a moment?
Yes. What is it?
I need your help.
What? How can I be of service?
What is the status of the Mage Tower?
We are close. Those warlocks did an excellent job. They got me a sewing kit that is helping me keep reality from unraveling.
That is good. I would like to discuss the possibility of creating an extra dimensional vault that we can store all of our valuables in, that the senior members have access to, as well as the goblin leader. Will you be able to help with this?
Yes, I was thinking about something with extra dimensional holes that could be contained in bags. I'm working on the enchantment, although it is difficult. Although the sewing kit helps, it allows me to mend and rend reality as I need to.
Well, if you need anything else for that, please let me know if I can help.
Certainly, certainly. There may be some objects I would need everyone to acquire, but that's certainly up your alley, isn't it? There may be even some money in it. Won't that be fun?
Indeed. I would also like to ask you, do you have any way to help me learn about your culture? I would like to learn the language if possible.
What do you mean by my culture?
You are a dark elf, correct?
Oh, right.
I would like to learn of the language. The culture fascinates me.
It's far less fascinating up close, I assure you. I
Do you have any books that I could read?
Yes, I can give you one. I no longer have use of it, but I kept it out of training, spite, one of the two. Here. And he kind of reaches into his bag and gives it out to you.
What is it?
And it is basically Your Servitude to Lolith is the title of the book. It has like spider webs all over it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate this.
No problem.
Would you be able to help me understand what this does? And reaches back, pulls out Duke Calgrath's mace, holds it out for him.
That is a big hammer. No, I'm more into lighter things. If you have a staff, I could figure that out.
Mm,
But this is outside of my expertise.
okay,
It appears to be magical, if that helps.
it does not help, but thank you.
No problem.
All right, and Redan's going to walk off and spend the rest of the night until he gets tired trying to figure out the hammer, like hitting shit. And
All right. So, Redan, when you crack the hammer against a rock, it splits in bits and glows like a torch.
Ooh.
And then
All
if
right.
you do an upward swing with it, it launches a gout of flame in a ranged attack.
Oh. Oh. Okay, yeah, he's just playing with this all night. Just going
It's like Overwatch shit. Like it is basically Flame Strike from Overwatch that you're getting out of that hammer. All right. So who else is doing stuff before bed? No one? No one else has any activities?
My spooky conversation.
Okay. Hey, nighttime. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw except for Gilbetta.
Oh yeah.
Oh, crap.
Some throws.
Except Gilbetta?
Yeah.
Except Gilbetta. Wisdom. Okay.
Wisdom.
Fucking Kashano, you are so dumb.
Oh, yes!
Oh, finally. Oh, he's excited.
He's like, I'm so ready. I'm
Oh,
so
been waiting for
fucking
this.
ready.
This seems appropriate since it happened last
Yeah,
time.
no, this is exactly what's going down. All right, so in the night, as everyone rests in their customly appointed rooms, while you sleep, through the floorboards and the tiny slits, tendrils of shadow begin to emerge. First, in Lilith's room, they begin to emerge slowly and start to move to envelop her. But a particular fellow leans in from the window, wearing a red coat and a red hat, and shoots a beam of bright light across the room, unbeknownst to Lilith, which causes the tendrils to retreat into the floor.
Oh, Marcus.
And then entails, "You shall not caress the lady's skin before I do," and then dips from the window.
I don't know what's worse at this moment.
He's always he does stuff, and then he's got to top it off by being weird and creepy, and that's 100% who Marcus Phoenix is.
This is perfect.
In Redan's room, the black misty tendrils begin to circle his bed and seep around him and invade his mind. And Redan, within your mind, you are dreaming, and you're brought to a place where you are faced with a door to which you have the key. But you no longer have the knowledge to open it. And in fact, you have no knowledge. You're unable to understand anything that's happening around you.
Oh,
His
shit.
worst nightmare. Literally.
This is ongoing. And then from the shadows steps a human-shaped figure in a suit. Its face is black smoke, and all you can see is a smile shining through in the center of it. This is your fate. If you... And he stops for a moment. And then this space that you're in fades off into the distance. And you are somewhere else entirely. It's cold. You're in the mountains. And you hear a low voice. Redan. You hear the previous voice. I am getting really tired of being interrupted. Come back. Enough of him. I've been watching you, Redan. The fates are moving, and you will come close to me soon. And you see a mountain. And inside the mountain there are many rooms with thick, locked doors. And through a series of all of them, there's a room at the very back. There is a obsidian chest in this room. And inside that obsidian chest is a tome with ancient markings all over it. You see this all in your mind's eye, and the tome calls out to you. And it says, "Find me, my acolyte." And then you awaken.
Whoa. Waking in a sweat.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Meanwhile,
Next target.
Or should I say, what the fuck?
Kashano, as you sleep in your bed, the tendrils begin to surround you. And they wrap around you and they invade your mind. And you wake up to a world where you have nothing again. Where there are knives behind every corner. where there's no one you can trust. And you see the familiar face of Kashano the Wild. And he's smiling at you like he did in your youth. And he beckons you, but then produces a knife from his coat and makes a move to you. And everything stops and turns black and white. And a figure emerges from the shadows. They all turn against you eventually, don't they? He's wearing a black suit. He has this black mist surrounding his face, obscuring his image. And there's this bright smile in the center of it. Isn't it a shame how they all turn against you?
Yeah. Who are you?
Let's say I'm a friend that will never betray you.
That word doesn't instill the greatest trust with me.
No, I suppose it wouldn't. But how about a bargain? You like bargains, don't you, Kashano?
I always like a good... He takes out a cigarette and lights it with prestidigitation. I'm listening.
See, it's almost midnight, and I need someone to make preparations for me. You could help me. That bard fellow, see to it in 4 days' time that he's very far away from here.
Which
That's all
bard?
you need to do.
There's lots of bards here.
The gnome.
All right. I have some questions. So, you seem awfully interested in the location of people whose names you don't know. Yet seem to know quite
Spoonie
about
is his name.
Yeah, there we go. So why do you? I'm still on the who are you part, because as you've pointed out, even those that I come to trust tend to betray me. So I don't understand, one, what I'm being offered in exchange, and two, why I should trust you.
You are being offered my protection.
Who are you? What good is your protection? I don't know. You have no credentials.
These are unimportant questions.
No, these are very important questions because, as you pointed out, even
Oh,
those
dear
I
God.
know aren't trustworthy. How can I trust you?
Look, things are going to get very bad very quick.
How?
You can
Things are
either
already
be-
very bad.
No, they are not. You will have a new metric for bad. And you can either be on the right side of it, or you can be in its way. Send the bard away in 4 days' time, and you will be one of my allies.
Once again, he has already saved my life, and you've only threatened it. So I'm not really seeing why I should side with you on this. I don't even know what the conflict is. You're very bad at negotiations.
Tomato, tomato. The decision is yours, Kashano.
Why are we
Good
talking
night.
about fruit now? I don't...
And you wake up.
The demon had enough. He's just like,
It's just
I can't.
so
with this guy."
exhausting.
He just wakes up in bed and he goes, warlocks.
Meanwhile, this demon's just like, fuck it, I'm going back to this big guy.
It's like not worth it.
Oh, this is
Why are we talking about food now?
Gilbetta.
That's a good one.
As you trance in your room, through the splits in the cobblestones, this black mist surrounds you. And for the first time, you dream while you trance.
Holy shit.
And you are in total blackness. You are far away from the moon's light. And you feel constriction around your throat.
Someone I help.
Make a constitution save.
Fuck. No.
You hear whispering in your ear. Listen to me very carefully, you little bitch.
Oh
Oh, sorry.
You think you can move against me? These plans have been in place for years. The next time you decide to be a little detective and tell people about the things you've seen, remember this night. Make another Constitution save. All right. So you take.
Oh my god!
Wow.
You take 10 constriction damage in the night
Shit!
and collapse to your feet as you wake up. Like collapse to your knees when you wake up.
Yeah.
And this black mist is fading around you.
She Cookie! Like that's the first thing. She's like, Cookie!
Cookie doesn't answer.
Stop by!
Is Kashano up yet? Does he hear this?
I don't know. Do you guys hear this?
No.
Want everybody roll a perception check to see if you hear it.
She's like 2 floors down. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, Kashano, you hear it. You hear screaming because you woke up too.
Yeah. So I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm running down there.
Yeah,
And she's like,
everyone hears her screaming.
Yep, running over there.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
This is for real.
We'll get to that in a moment. We're going to take a break.
Oh my gosh.
holy shit!
Wow.
Can we get a shirt that says "What the puck"?
That's a good one.
It's pretty good too. So we'll take a short break and we'll come back to this in a moment. She pissed it off.
You little bitch! Like, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I was a little more aggressive than what we got.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Hello,
for anyone who's joining us doesn't know the whole thing with why we keep mentioning warlocks. We have another show on Monday
Called Too Many Warlocks.
called Too Many Warlocks, and it contains too many warlocks.
It's on Mondays. That's tomorrow.
Just one.
I also run that game.
One could say that one warlock is too many warlocks. That show has 4.
And shout out to anyone joining who's coming in. If you want to get caught up a little bit, we have all of our episodes. We put out the new. Sounds like Dipper got into something.
Yeah.
We put out that week's episode of this show on Fridays, and we put out the episode on Mondays.
Sorry, baby.
God, I love
And if you want to keep up with the day-to-day happenings with the Mercs of Mischief and all the shows on our channel, please be sure to check out our Discord down below and our Facebook page down below. If you keep track of those, you can keep track of everything that comes out Mercs of Mischief related and all the projects by all the lovely players on the team. Now, when last we left our heroes, they all slept peacefully in their beds, some more than others. And Gilbetta was assaulted in her sleep by a black shadowy mist. They called her names and was quite mean to her.
It was very mean.
And cried out. And first one on the scene, as we determined in the break, these are things you miss if you're not in the Discord group and on the Facebook page, by the way, is Redan. First on the scene.
Yeah, running up, doesn't even knock, just tries the door, kicks it open, it's locked.
You did not miss the stream, dearest Louise. Okay, so yeah, Jabetta, do you have a lock on your door?
No.
No? Okay, so you go in, Jabetta's coughing.
Flying in, mace ready, like just ready to smash.
Shut up. Bitch. Shut up.
Shadow bitch.
All right, who's next on the scene?
Cristiano comes in.
Okay.
What's going? There's a snake.
There's a shadow bitch.
Shadow bitch. That fucking shadow bitch.
This is some Monty Python shit.
Cristiano's gonna look for a candle.
Okay, well, you're able to light a candle, and there's the remnants of this creature have gone.
Get the shadow away!
Lilith, do you make it down next?
Groggily, yeah.
Yeah. What's all this noise about?
Exactly.
This is need Calzar. Guys,
What happened? What happened?
there was a shadow thing. Called me a bitch. Choked me.
Wait, a shadow.
Yeah.
Describe the shadow.
What the fuck do you think? It's a shadow.
Ooh.
I saw a shadow in my dream as well.
Okay, well, this wasn't a dream. I'm hurt, so this feels like not a dream.
This is outside of it. I saw it in a dream as well. Was it a guy like it was like all cloudy and shit?
He just choked me and said I was a bitch. I don't know.
This has something to do with the warlocks. It has to be one of their patrons.
I don't think it's the warlocks.
The shit-
Lilith will come in and be like, give her some breathing room, everyone. And Lilith will cast healing word on Gilbetta.
Ooh.
Where is it?
It's in there somewhere.
Just a D4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
It's not on my spell list.
All right, I'll have to put it on your spell list.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
for me to do,
sorry.
but I'll roll your d4 for you. So yeah, Gilbetta, you get 8 hit points back.
Great. All right. It was like, okay. Whew, give me 1 second. And she like dives in the water and is like, whoa, and like jumps back out. And she says, so there was a shadow. It choked me. I heard, we're not going to talk about it, but I was told that there was this shadowy shit coming up through the floor, and I told Cookie, and then the thing, it choked me, called me a bitch, and told me if I wanted to play detective again to remember this moment, I will when I fucking fuck this thing up, whatever the fuck it is.
What do you mean play detective?
I told Cookie that there were black shadows coming through the floor.
You've seen this before?
No, but I had a source tell me that it was a thing.
Well,
What
this
told you?
She's still trying to. She's trying to keep the druid reveal fun with.
Now is not the time for secrecy. Who told you about this?
Ah, fuck!
We need to add mage security.
Anyway,
Ugh.
the point is, we need to fucking find Calzar.
look, none of this happened before the warlocks arrived. I don't understand why you're all assuming it's not them. They show up, they invite patrons into our home, they leave
When did the warlocks arrive exactly?
while we were gone.
And then it's not the warlocks, Kashana.
What do you mean?
Same dream as soon as I arrived to this keep. Thought it was just a dream. Or a nightmare, really. Apparently now we're all in danger. Of some mysterious threat.
Okay, don't forget that you signed a paper, little missy.
So it arrived with you.
Oh, shit. Need Calzar, and Gilbetta runs out of the room to go find Calzar.
Okay.
Because Gilbetta's freaked. I'm like,
Koshana, I do not want to deal with you and your face at the moment. If all is well, I'm going back to my room. And she
I'm not
walks off.
sure that all is well. He
She
goes after.
ignores. Oh.
Oh.
He's gonna go after. He's gonna put a hand on her shoulder and spin her around.
Do
You've been-
not touch me!
You've been hiding quite a bit yourself. If you're going to go demanding answers from others, I want some from you.
Says the liar who doesn't even tell one spit of truth.
I tell
I
the
can't believe
truth to
anything you
those
say.
in the circle here.
Do you now? Do
Yes.
you?
I do.
An example to show you how much of a liar you are to not just me, but to your friends, is that you told them the same lie to me, thinking that the snake or whatever the organization was after me, Kashano. You lied to do not roll your eyes at
I was
me.
going to clear that up with Gilbetta and Redan as soon as we got back.
What, then it was just to one-up me, little one.
It was just to quiet you down. I don't know why you have to be in charge of things. I don't understand where this comes from.
Says the man who speaks
about
for
you.
everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Listen, why was the Black Network trying to kill you? Let's start there.
As if I would know. Like I said, as soon as the Black Network showed up to my residence, it was when you showed up.
Who have you pissed off?
No one. Who have you pissed off?
No, everyone.
Sounds like
It's
plenty.
well established, but
Plenty.
we're
it
talking about
seems.
your
You
thing.
have plenty of enemies. Have you shared to everyone how many enemies you have?
Everyone knows how many enemies I have. It's not a secret.
Name.
Redan walks up and interjects at the moment, grabs them both by the backs of their necks, and starts walking to find Gilbetta. We are talking now.
All right. Gilbetta, you rush outside to find Calazar at his usual spot.
Mm-hmm.
You see Calazar next to the mage tower, holding open a brightly lit portal.
Ooh.
I say, Calazar!
Hello! Don't mind me.
Yeah, I won't.
Just stretching.
Yep, looks like it. So that's the thing that you're doing. Remember that thing that... So there was this shadowy thing that attacked me.
Yes, we're on it.
Right.
Nothing to worry about. It's going to be just fine.
It called me a bitch. I'm not happy.
Yeah, he's not very nice.
Nope. He...
Redan, as you start to come out there with Kashano and Lilith, Cookie, battered and bloody, and clutching a black orb to his chest, tumbles out of this portal that Calazar is holding open. As then Calazar releases it. Cookie's like, I got it!
Gilbetta runs up to Cookie. Sorry, I'm like still choking.
Still,
Basically. Gilbetta runs up to Cookie and casts Prayer of Healing.
all right.
Redan drops the other two and starts double dashing over.
While you're casting it on him, he's like, get back! It's not safe!
All right. Well, it's a vocal spell, so you know I'm still cast it though.
He says, Calazar, get the hole out! It's like, but I just got it the way I like it. Damn it, Calazar, get the hole out! All right. And Calazar opens a portable hole. And then Cookie holds up this orb, which is now fractured and has these tendrils of black smoke wiggling out of it, and hurls it into there. And then Calazar closes it up. That'll hold him for now, but we need a permanent solution. Cookie coughs up a lot of blood and kind of wipes it off.
What the fuck? All right. Well, I healed him. So I healed him 8, and then plus because of my Disciple of Life, which I always fucking forget about.
Mm-hmm.
That adds 4.
All right.
Because it's 2 equal additional 2 plus the spell's level, and it's a level 2. So
You heal him up a bit. From the looks of him, it doesn't look like your spell was fully effective. Something is inhibiting the amount of healing you're putting out to him.
What?
So Cookie kind of stops for a moment, goes down to one knee, and then eventually falls back to be sitting on the grounds of the keep, trying to catch his breath, occasionally coughing up and spitting out some blood. It's okay. You're all going to be safe now. I'm sorry I didn't notice sooner. But we'll take care of it.
Because Calazar said he. Who exactly is he? Because he is an asshole.
He is. He is surely that. He is Lord Moldavos Korthek Blackwind. At least that's what he used to be.
Can I history check this?
Sure.
Oh, have we all gone out there?
Yeah, you went out with Redan.
Redan
Not by
carried
choice.
you. Redan carried you out there.
You have never heard of this person.
Even me with a 21?
What's his name
Yep.
again?
Nope.
Kashano, the bard guy, that knows all the legends.
He's just better known as Blackwind.
So, and what kind of what beef does he have with you?
We shut him down back in the day. He was a warlord.
Did he have like a smoky face?
He does now.
He choked me and called me a little bitch.
Yeah, he tried to get me to. I'm not even sure. He's very unclear, but something in a dream.
Tried to recruit me to his purposes.
Yeah, he can invade nightmares, and at full power, he can do much worse. We locked him away in a kind of phylactery, but we couldn't destroy it because it let him loose. He absorbed the essence of a black shadow dragon and became a wraith lord. Said death was too good for him.
I don't like the sound of that.
Is this by chance one of the things that was in the vault?
Yeah, it's where we were holding his little prison. But he should have been sealed inside. His power is supposed to slowly drain until he eventually dies. But
So
something's feeding him.
Is he growing in power? Or-
Yes, he shouldn't be able to break the container.
I mean, I did call this, did I not? Everyone's like, oh no, Kashano, you're too paranoid, worried about everything all the time. But for fuck, look.
Shut up. Well, what the shit?
Calazar and I will make sure that we find a better place to keep his prison.
And Gilbetta kind of says to herself, she's like, is this what Salute meant?
So are we totally sure this has nothing to do with inviting 4 warlocks into the keep?
It's got nothing to do with warlocks.
Is this something the warlocks can help with? They're
Maybe.
warlocks, after all.
I'll talk to them when they get back. But Calazar and I got to work out something now. If he's invading dreams, he's already much more powerful now than he ever should have been.
So, Kashano, you said his face was just shadowy black?
It was just like smoke, and then there was just like a mouth,
What
kind
was
of glowy.
That is the same for me. I saw
Wait,
a man in smoke.
was he smiling?
Yes, I could only see
Oh,
his
For the most part, yeah.
Holy shit! And she runs outside.
You're outside.
oh, I thought we were. Oh, that's right, because he's outside the maid shower. And she's like, Salute! Is this what you meant?
Is this the sign?
Is this what you meant?
Kushana's gonna go out after. Do you know something about this?
Well, so when we went to Waterdeep, I went to the temple, as you know, and I went to the relic of the Wand of Full Moons, which is a weapon of Salute. There's a relic of it in the temple in Waterdeep. And legends have said that if a worshipper of Salune goes to this replica, that she will talk to you, or it drips with her power. And so I went. And she told me, the first time I went, she said, beware of the smile in the darkness. And the second time, I went back because I was so fucking shook. I went back, and she said, exactly, I'll never forget it, because I have it written down. Move with caution. Nothing exact can be seen, for the future is always uncertain. Darkness moves against you.
You're receiving celestial prophecies and keeping it to yourself? Redan, you're right. We do need to talk. Everyone, Crab Shack, now. We're
We
discussing
need to
all of
talk now.
Gilbetta says,
Now.
I've tried to talk to you, but you always end up talking about other shit.
We need to talk now, and I will start. Let's
Cough.
go.
Cookie coughs and spits and says, I won't be going with you.
No,
Calazar and I gotta go.
Go where?
go. Where?
We gotta deal with this. If it's reaching out to you, it wants you.
Well, yeah, it told
So
me.
we gotta take it far away from here.
It told me that if I play detective again, to remember the moment where it called me a little bitch and choked me.
I don't think you're in any condition to be going to deal with this. Perhaps.
I've been through worse. It's more important that you slots stay safe. Look after the crab shack. Calazar and I'll be back in a bit.
Where exactly? In case we need to reach
says
you.
Riptide! She yells for the Riptide.
I think we should go with.
No.
He's not going to let that happen.
All right.
Allow Cookie to do his thing.
All right.
We'll return.
Yeah, I have faith in Cookie and Calazar. I mean, Calazar's Cookie, but damn, did you see him holding that portal open?
Don't die on us.
They haven't got me yet. Just try to get along and keep the place in one piece while I'm gone.
We'll look after everything.
And Cookie limps to his feet and is given an arm by Calazar. Calazar says, Squishy, Mr. Squishy Face, let's go. We're going on a trip. And
I think you need to rest before you go on this trip. You don't look like you're in any condition to go anywhere.
there's no time. The longer he's here, the worse it's going to get.
How fast can you go looking like that? Fully rested, you can go faster. I know you're hasty, but be more wise.
Cookie takes a deep breath and he kind of stops for a moment and looks at all of you. You're more important than all of us, because when we're gone, you're the ones that carry it. Don't forget that.
Cookie.
Now, don't worry about me. I'll be okay.
That is an
Please.
impossible thing to ask. Not to care.
You can care. I'll be back to make breakfast in no time. Just not today. Make sure you fill out the note card so I know what you want the morning I get back. All right?
Sure thing.
All right.
Indeed.
Me
Lilith will
limps
try
off.
again with another healing word to see if it gets any better.
Okay. Throw out another healing word on him.
Yeah.
Okay. He heals him up a little bit, but you feel something blocking the healing.
Still.
And then Cookie and Calazar limp off in the night, lit by a single torch carried by Calazar.
I'm gonna.
Should we give them a sending stone so you stay in contact with them?
Oh, Cookie's got one.
Yeah, Cookie
He's
has
got
one.
one.
All right. Well, now we really need to talk.
Gilberta and like silently, Gilberta, without letting any others know what she's doing, as they walk away before they get out of range, Gilberta casts druidcraft to make
Okay.
leaves fall over them again.
Okay.
Just
To make things
oh,
what?
To make
the,
leave
the sensory effect of just leaves falling.
over who?
Cookie and Calazar.
Okay.
Just
I
to see it.
demand a sleight of hand check.
Do it. Do it. Let's see if you can do this without being noticed. Give me perception checks, everybody. See if anybody notices.
I've got a passive perception of 15.
Fuck don't care about that shit.
No, you gotta roll to see it. It's the middle of the night. Some shit's going on. You're not paying attention. Shano notices it,
And Melissa knows.
and Lilith notices it. But Redan, you don't notice it.
What
So
was
you know,
that?
Kashano and Lilith, you notice Gilberta move her hands and cast a little spell.
We could talk about that too.
We need to
about what?
talk. Let's go.
All right. I'll getting in there, sitting down at the table.
Okay. Tommy is still at the bar, and he's got a somber expression on his face.
Tell me a drink, please.
As you wish.
Tommy,
Hey,
can I
actually-
trust you?
Drink. Of course.
Then you may stay.
I'm gonna say,
Control
Tommy, I feel like this is my fault.
It's not your fault. You alerted him to the danger.
I know. But
We're going to discuss all of this, but I believe Redan wanted to start.
I will begin. You know nothing of me. I know nothing of you. That changes now. Long ago, my tribe, we started to seek knowledge. One of us returned with knowledge. My tribe became obsessed with bettering ourselves. We started a tradition where when one ages, they leave the tribe to search for knowledge, to better our tribe. Over many generations, Savras, our god, gifted us a place outside of your world. We exist there. This gift from Savras is a pledge to watch over us, and in return, we seek knowledge and bring it back to keep it safe. I am now a seeker of our clan. If I return with knowledge, I ascend to sit on the council, to rule, to lead and help gain more knowledge. I have come from far away, north of Waterdeep, seeking this knowledge. I grew up with stories of a lost library. It is a wives' tale. It's been told for generations. But I believe this is true, and this is how I wish to honor Savras. It is my purpose to find this library. With my tribe existing outside of your world, in our own dimension, in our own plane, there is a specific way to reach it, and only one of the tribe may know of this. Now you are all of my tribe because you know this. Now act like it. No more secrets. What do you know?
I agree.
I really don't know shit. I just knew that
No more secrets.
there were shadowy things. I told Cookie, and then some dude called me a bitch and choked me, and not in the fun way.
Jabetta, I think
I'm
he's
learning a
asking
lot
about,
about Jabetta tonight.
I think he's asking about a broader scope than that. And I think you have some things to share as well as I do. Some of you know very much about me, some of you know less. So let's even it all out. Before less than a year ago, a few months before I arrived here, I had never been outside of Waterdeep. Probably figured this out if you weren't one of those that already know. Redan, when you left the Yawning Portal, I showed these two a sanctuary known only to a few other people. This is where we found the amber mist carved in. I haven't the slightest idea what that means. I was honest with you about everything regarding Ishvala, regarding Koshano the Wild. All I truly know about him is that he is a very powerful bard. Everything else I thought I knew could be lies. As far as other Koshanos in the world, there could be numerous. I've only known a few. How they're connected, what they have to do with the Shaking Hands, the Black Network, or anyone else who seems to be either trying to help us or kill us on either given side, I haven't the slightest idea. I'm just some street urchin who lied his way through life, and here we are. Go better.
Thank you. Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, so I've already told you that Salune spoke to me in the temple in Waterdeep. I wanted to speak with Cookie about what she said before I told any of you because of the nature of what she said. I wanted to see if he knew what she meant. Of course he did, because he's Cookie. Basically, I those of us before you, Redan and Lilith, Kashano and I, we met aboard a boat outside of Waterdeep. I was on that boat because I was looking for something. I really don't know what. Just answers. Because I'm looking for the daughter of the priest who took me in. He was a dwarf. He's died. I'm looking for his daughter to pass on a letter from him. I didn't even know she existed until upon his final breath he told me of her existence. Passed upon to me a letter. And something, I didn't tell you this, Kashano. The night that I went to the temple in the first place, I was standing at the water's edge in the moonlight. I've always liked the water, so. And a key washed up to my feet. A key with the insignia of Salune on it. I've never found what that key opens. I don't know what it does. But I search for that and the answers to what happened to Figrim's daughter.
So this is all you've discovered?
And also, when we came back, I told you that I needed to make a stop in Golden Fields. I did need to make a stop in Golden Fields. I actually went to visit Nesta. And, well, basically, and then she is going to, she casts Entangle. Just around like an empty chair that they can all see.
Sure. Some vines sprout from the ground and encircle a chair.
Why wouldn't you tell us that? That's awesome.
That is amazing.
So I learned a few tricks from our druid friend Nesta. So now getting back to how I learned the information of the smoke coming through the floor, I can now communicate with Riptide.
Oh,
Kashano and Redan have the exact same reaction face to that.
can you do that so that I can speak to him too?
This could be incredibly valuable.
So I cast, as soon as we got back, I cast Speak with Animals and spoke to Riptide.
I mean, he's going to be the most inconspicuous scout we could possibly have. Oh, you need to bring him along.
Well, he said that he's interested. It's because he thinks it would be like a long walk.
Basically.
There was a lot of talk about walking.
No clue what the key opens, though.
He loves... Nope. It was just a key that washed up. I don't know that I'll ever find it. I mean, it was just a key. Like, I don't know that I'll ever find what it opens.
No other secret prophecies you want to tell us about now?
No, it was just the darkness thing, which apparently is this guy that called me a bitch. Because you said that his face was black.
Yeah, it was more like a cloud.
Yeah,
right, Dan? Would you say the same thing?
That he was just black with a smile. That kind of leads me to believe that.
You know, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which brings us to Lilith, about whom we only know her public face. Who's the real Lilith singer?
Lilith, before she became singer, was just Lilith. I had a family, all human, and did not take a liking to what I am. It came to the point that I had to leave. And fortunately enough, met up with Spoonie. And the dear man was kind enough to give me a last name and a direction to go in, which is the career of being Lilith Singer, the celebrity. I will admit though, I do miss the lavish lifestyle. And so feel like it is a I guess, a right in a way to continue that kind of lifestyle. It's just one of the dreams.
Why might somebody
Yeah.
want to be killed, want you dead?
I do not know.
Insight check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm in
shit.
on this too.
She's
I don't know that group.
yeah, that's okay. To her knowledge, she is telling the truth.
Was there any? I mean, I know you said your family. Was there any sort of? Is there any chance they would actually come to find you if you turned away from them?
Was there bad blood about being abandoned, or anything you were supposed to do that you ran away from?
Any commitments? Yeah. Fuck. What the fuck?
I'm having a wonderful time.
Oh,
Okay.
he's having a good time.
Yeah.
There may have been some bad blood. Humans don't exactly take a liking to tieflings, from my experience.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, most humans don't exactly take a liking to most humans either. So
Mm.
Humans are awful, basically, is what you're saying.
pretty much.
Mm.
So
In Elvish, so nobody says, she says, humans.
Lilith, you are now our family. I like you for what you are.
Aww.
Well, thank you, Radan. Don't ever change.
Can we discuss these dreams?
yes,
In my dream, I was in the mountains. It was cold. This shadowy figure showed me an obsidian chest, and there was an old tome inside. It told me to work to follow it, and it would make me its accolade. But first, it showed me my biggest fear.
I was basically just shown what life was like a year ago. And it wanted me to pave its way. I think it was more of a kind of a right hand of the devil thing. I won't destroy you when I destroy everything else. But I mean, like, you won't tell me who you are and you're going to destroy everything. So why should I trust you?
Long story short, Kashana, it was trying to make a deal with you.
Were
Yeah,
you
it was
two-
very bad at deal making. Was it trying to make a deal with you too?
Yes.
You two were able to interact with it. I didn't. I just watched.
Redan, you noticed that there were two voices in your dream. There was one at the start, and then another one interrupted it and took over.
Ooh, there were. So I will pass that along.
Well, ooh.
Did the voices seem familiar? Was the location it showed me familiar?
No, but the second voice that showed you the location seemed... You didn't have that air of menace from that voice as you did from the first one.
Okay.
So wait, who wanted you to be an acolyte? Was it Shadow Guy or the other guy?
I believe it was the less.
The other guy, yeah.
Yeah, the other
The
one.
other guy. Well, so there might be light moving in our favor against the darkness that moves against us.
Potentially.
Maybe moonlight.
This could potentially
well,
be
I'm-
God as
this-
well.
Where we're getting the best intel, so
Yeah.
Do you want to
I
do
mean,
a history check to see if you know what that place is?
Abso-friggin-lutely.
Okay.
I'm not above constructing a Salune temple if it's going to help.
Yes, Joanna's like, yes,
That is-
yes, yes.
My
is-
rolls have been shit.
That is not a great roll. All right, so we'll have to approach that later. So
All right.
in the time you guys have been discussing, the sun has begun to rise,
Oh, shit.
and someone has arrived at the door with a morning delivery.
And there goes my beauty sleep.
We can
Pujana's gonna go
during
pick
the
up that
day.
package.
Fine.
All right, Shano, you open the door, The delivery guy hands you a small envelope with a coin inside
Fantastic. I tip him a gold.
and a large, brightly colored pastel egg.
What? Hold on.
What?
I think I know who the envelope's from. What is this?
It was specially delivered. It was specially addressed to this location.
Redan
Uh-huh.
runs over and grabs the egg.
From whom was this thing?
No return address.
Did it come separate from the envelope?
Yes.
Weird. Okay. Thanks.
All right. So, Redan, what do you do with the egg after you pick it up?
Very carefully look at it.
Okay. As you look at it, a small piece of the eggshell cracks off, revealing a white cotton tail. And that's where we'll end for the day.
Oh, Kashano is going to do one more thing because he's about to stuff the envelope in his pocket.
Okay.
Nope. He's going to walk over and put it down on the table.
Okay.
And then he's also going to remember something else in his pocket. He's going to take out what he grabbed from the secret chamber. It's a ring, very intricate platinum design, and in the middle of it, a huge honking emerald.
Okay.
And he's going to put it down. We might be able to sell this as well.
Lilith is eyeing it.
All right. And we will end there. Tune in next week for the Horde of the Deep Hair.
Yeah, fucking
Easter special.
Easter.
Oh my
Literally
God.
dropped an Easter egg at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so much happened.
Yeah. No, this is some stuff going on.
I forgot to do
Jobetta
any
almost
music.
cried. Like Jobetta literally, like.
Oh yeah, no, that was an
When
emotional
Cookie was-
moment with
when
Cookie
Cookie
leaving.
Oh my god! I literally was like, I had a tear. Like what?
I'm
I was
so
like,
scared Cookie's
no.
gonna die.
And that was the worst part is like I don't want to do the Cookie emotional moment just yet because I wasn't sure everybody was emotionally attached to him enough for me. to
I've
do
been
it.
emotionally attached to Cookie for a very
But
long time.
I was delightfully wrong.
Whew.
And that was just wonderful. Yeah, so can the Mercs of Mischief survive without Calazar and Cookie? What will happen? Will they be able to get this orb to a safe place before evil is unleashed upon the land? What's the deal with the rabbit and the egg? Tune in next week. Till then, class dismissed.
What the pop, man?
And just quick sign-offs. What do we got working? Everybody's got same.
Well, Lilith's got new comics up.
Let's got some new comics. Sorry, no, don't want to put that on you. Did a little bit of a redesign on our YouTube channel, so check that out if you want to catch up on any of those episodes. We've also got some compilations there, so you can catch up a little bit quicker
Absolutely.
on important events. And keep an eye out if you're not signed up yet. I think everybody's been hitting those follows. Make sure you hit that follow though, so that you can see when we're coming on.
Absolutely.
And tune in tomorrow for Too Many Warlocks.
Too many warlocks.
Until next time, have a great night.
Good night.
Good night.